Breaking up isn't always the end of the story. Sometimes an ex doesn't truly leave, but instead uses subtle tests to gauge your emotions or find a way back into your life. Have you ever received an unexpected message from them? A cryptic question, or even an invitation to meet without a clear reason? These actions might not be as simple as they seem. In this video, we'll explore 7 common ways an ex might test you, from subtle actions to seemingly harmless words. More importantly, you'll learn how to recognize and handle them smartly, maintaining your self-respect and emotional balance. Are you curious about what they might be thinking? Let's dive into each of these tests and uncover their true meaning. This is not just an opportunity to understand your ex better, but also to redefine your position in this story. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more valuable insights on love and personal growth. Let's get started. Number 1. Testing through social media, a subtle game to evoke reactions. Social media is often a platform where exes test you without you even realizing it. They might post vague statuses such as, "Some things are regrettable but can't be undone," or share reflective, nostalgic images. The goal? They want to stir up your emotions, making you wonder if they're thinking about you. Sometimes they might unexpectedly like your new post, or worse, dig up old photos of the two of you looking happy together. You might think, does this mean they want to come back? What are they thinking? Don't let these subtle signs take over your thoughts. Some people even employ a wait-and-see tactic. They observe whether you'll message them, comment on their posts, or even show jealousy if they interact with someone else. This is their way of testing your emotional state. Remember, you don't have to react. Resist the urge to send a message or let your emotions be manipulated by these small signals. Instead, view their actions as coincidental, or at most a strategy to grab attention. The most important thing is to stay calm and not let your mood be swayed. If you truly want to rebuild your independence and self-worth, focus on your own life. Don't let social media become a battleground for emotional control. Whenever you feel the urge to react, ask yourself, will this benefit me or just set me back? Interestingly, sometimes the strongest response is no response at all. When you refuse to engage in their games, they'll realize you're in control of the situation, not them. What other ways might they test you? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these subtle strategies and learn how to stay composed in the face of them. Number 2. Testing through mutual friends, subtle yet intentional actions. After a breakup, an ex might not contact you directly, but instead test you through mutual friends. They could casually ask, "How's she doing these days?" or make cryptic remarks like, "I just hope she's doing okay." While this might seem like genuine concern, it's often a way to gauge your emotions and see if you're still thinking about them. They might even take it further by asking mutual friends to pass along messages, such as, "Tell him I really miss the times we had," or, "If he wants to talk, I'm here to listen." What may appear as harmless comments are actually calculated attempts to test whether you'll respond. They know you'll hear these messages and hope they'll elicit a reaction. Don't let these indirect messages affect your mindset. Be upfront with mutual friends and ask them to respect your privacy. You can say something like, "I appreciate your concern, but right now I need time to focus on myself." It would mean a lot if you didn't share personal information or pass messages from them. By doing this, you're not only protecting your personal space, but also sending a powerful message. You are in control of your story and won't let your ex manipulate or interfere. If you feel pressured, take a moment to ask yourself, will responding truly benefit me? By refusing to play into this game, you'll feel freer and more focused on your own growth. What other ways might your ex be testing you? Keep reading to uncover more subtle signs and learn how to handle them smartly. Number 3. The accidental encounter, when coincidence feels anything but natural. Have you ever gone to your favorite cafe or gym only to unexpectedly run into your ex? They might smile and say, "Oh, what a coincidence seeing you here." But is it really a coincidence, or are they intentionally showing up to gauge your emotions? These accidental encounters are often far from random. Your ex may have kept track of your habits, knowing the places you frequent, and use this as an opportunity to test the waters. They want to see, how do you react when you see them? Are you happy, annoyed, or trying to avoid them? This is their way of determining whether you've moved on or still care. If you feel comfortable, greet them politely, but avoid getting pulled into a deep conversation if you're not ready. For instance, if they initiate with questions like, "How have you been?" or comments like, "I really miss the times we used to come here together," you can respond with something brief like, "I'm doing well, thank you," and end the conversation there. If their presence makes you uncomfortable, remind yourself, "This is not my fault. I have the right to enjoy this space without being disturbed." Don't feel pressure to change your routine because of their appearance. Instead, continue enjoying the places you love while maintaining your boundaries. Most importantly, ask yourself, what are they trying to achieve, and how will my response benefit me? By refusing to engage in their emotional games, you not only protect your feelings, but also send a clear message that you are in control of your life, not them. Number 4. The unexpected message. When simple words carry hidden intentions. On a quiet evening, your phone buzzes with a message from your ex. "Just wanted to check if you're okay," or "I suddenly thought of you." Reading these words might make your heart skip a beat or leave you feeling confused. Is this genuine concern, or are they simply testing if you still think about them? Such unexpected messages are rarely accidental. Your ex might be gauging your emotions, observing whether you reply quickly, coldly, or not at all. They want to know if you've truly moved on or if there's still a connection. Ask yourself, will responding help me move forward or just pull me back into an emotional loop? If you feel comfortable and ready, you can respond politely but concisely, such as, "I'm doing well, thank you for asking." However, if you're not ready to engage or prefer to avoid unnecessary emotional entanglement, don't hesitate to ignore the message. Remember, you don't owe them an explanation or a response. The control is yours, and you have no obligation to reply if it doesn't serve your best interests. Number 5. Testing through shared memories, the strategy of reviving the past. Exes sometimes use shared memories to evoke your emotions. A photo from the past, a familiar song, or a message like, "I passed by the cafe we used to go to today and couldn't help but think of you." These words are designed not only to stir your current emotions, but also to awaken old memories, leaving you torn between nostalgia and reality. They're testing whether you'll be easily drawn into reminiscing and responding. They may hope you'll talk about the happy times you shared, or worse, rekindle hope for a reunion. Don't let memories dictate your actions. Remind yourself that the past is only a chapter of your story, not the entire book. If they bring up a memory, you can choose to respond politely without diving in, or ignore it altogether if you feel it's unnecessary to reply. For example, if they message, "Remember the day we went there," you could reply, "Those days are behind us and I'm focusing on the present." This approach allows you to remain courteous while staying firm. Your goal is not to re-enter an emotional cycle with them, but to prioritize your personal growth. What other strategies might your ex use to test your feelings? Stay tuned as we uncover more subtle tactics and how to handle them effectively. Number 6. Testing through personal changes, signals to capture your attention. One day, while scrolling through social media, you see your ex flaunting a completely new look. Perhaps it's a toned physique from consistent gym sessions, a remarkable career achievement, or an extravagant vacation. These images and stories seem carefully curated to convey a message. "Look at me, I've changed. I'm doing better without you." Immediately, your mind might be flooded with questions. What are they trying to prove? Are they trying to get my attention, or have they really moved on? These are natural reactions, but pause for a moment and ask yourself, do these changes actually impact my life, or are they just signals designed to test my emotions? The truth is, this is not the time to compare yourself to anyone, especially your ex. Instead, it's an opportunity to turn inward and focus on your own growth journey. Redirect your energy towards yourself. Take time to ask, who do I want to become? What truly brings me happiness? Avoid being drawn into an unnecessary race to prove something to them. Instead, grow for yourself, not to answer anyone else's test. Use this time to rebuild yourself from the smallest things. Try a new hobby, improve your health, set career goals, or simply find peace within. These changes don't need to be flaunted on social media. Real growth lies in the happiness, confidence, and inner calm you feel each day. Remember, your value doesn't depend on someone else's attention, but on how you see yourself. By focusing on inner growth and not being swayed by your ex's outward changes, you'll realize that true strength comes from controlling your emotions and charting your own course. Are you ready to look inward and start building a better life, free from the influence of the past? Let peace and personal growth be your ultimate goals. Number 7. Testing through prolonged silence. The patience challenge. One day, you realize your ex has completely disappeared from your life. No texts, no calls, no activity on social media. This silence leaves you confused, wondering, have they forgotten about me? Or are they deliberately testing me? In reality, prolonged silence is often a tactic to gauge your emotions. They want to see if you'll have the patience to hold out or if you'll be the first to break the silence. If you initiate contact, it reinforces their belief that you still care and haven't moved on. But remember, their silence doesn't define your worth. It doesn't determine anything about the relationship that has ended. This is not a test you need to pass. Rather, it's an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, embrace reality, and build a better future. Think positively and accept that silence is a natural part of the healing process. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "What troubles you is not the event itself, but your perception of it." Don't view this silence as a threat or failure. See it as a pause that allows you to focus entirely on personal growth. How can you make the most of this time? Explore a new hobby you've always wanted to try but never had the chance. Reconnect with friends and family who have always been there to support you. Set new goals for yourself. Whether physical, professional, or spiritual, spend time reflecting and getting to know yourself better. Write in a journal, take a class, or simply meditate for a few minutes daily. Their silence isn't a test to prove yourself to them. Instead, it's a valuable period for affirming your worth, independent of anyone else. By staying calm and refusing to engage in this psychological game, you not only show your inner strength, but also send a clear message. I don't need your validation to know who I am. I'm strong enough to move forward without your presence. Are you ready to use this silence to rediscover yourself and create a meaningful new chapter? Remember, the steps you take today will define the person you become tomorrow. A breakup is not the end. It's an opportunity to reshape your life and uncover your inner strength. When one door closes, another opens, waiting for you to step through. Remember, the tests from your ex, no matter how subtle, only affect you if you let them. By refusing to engage in these emotional games, you assert your value and take charge of your story. Don't let anyone, not your ex or vague signals on social media, cloud your larger goal, a better, more fulfilling life. Focus on your personal growth. Read books, exercise, learn new skills, or simply enjoy peaceful moments. These are the ways to rebuild your confidence, trust in yourself, and a life worth celebrating. Let every step you take send a powerful message. I don't need anyone's validation to know my worth because I deserve something better. The remarkable thing is that when you focus on improving yourself, it's your ex who might end up feeling the regret, not you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If this resonated with you, please share your thoughts or experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear your story and remind you that you're not alone on this journey. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future, meaningful content about love and self-growth. Share this video with anyone who might need encouragement. Your act of sharing might just bring light to someone seeking answers. Step forward with confidence because life always rewards those who strive to be better.